Okay, got something for you today. So I've written about this before, but I feel like it bears repeating, and maybe a little face to face would help things out. So I've had a number of really upsetting conversations recently that prompted this little message. Unless you've had a conversation or a check-in and you've talked about it, do not fuck someone without putting a condom on. Don't. And when I say don't, and when I say have a conversation, I don't mean wait until your partner has to hurriedly, you know, stop you and be like, whoa, 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 what are you doing? No, no, no. That's not actually having a conversation. That's trying to get away with something fucked up. That's what that is. And you know what's not a turn on? Having to play goalie for the safety and security of your own pussy or your asshole, wherever the penetration is happening, right? And so the conversations that I've been having have specifically been with women who have sex with men and have had this experience multiple times of dudes just going for it and just up and trying to fuck them without a condom, without any conversation about it. So I'm sure that this behavior, maybe it also exists in other dynamics, in same-sex relationships, in queer relationships. I'm also sure there are some women that have sex with men that have possibly just like hopped on a dick without a condom. That's also not great. Don't do it if you haven't talked to someone about it. But speaking to that experience and to what's been my experience sometimes out there in the dating world, my dudes, put a condom on. Put a condom on of your own volition. You should want to. Here's why. I understand that sex ed is really shitty in our country. I get it. So maybe this is just a failure of the sex ed system. But if you have a penis that ejaculates and ejaculates semen and sperm, and it goes inside of a vagina, you will produce a baby, whether you want to or not. And no matter where it goes, you will transfer whatever bacteria you have going on, whatever STIs you have, whether you know you have them or not. All right? That's just how the biology of this works, okay? So check in if you don't want to wear one, and actually check in so you can figure out what steps you two together might want to take. I'm not even getting all sixth grade sex ed teacher and saying you have to wear a condom every single time, because here's the thing, I've heard so much shit about how they're not comfortable, they don't feel good, and I totally believe that. I really, really do. I also just want to say that it's not like we super love the feel of condoms either, all right? I'll tell you facts here. Never have I ever heard the following sentence. Yeah, the dick was so good, but you know what made it even better? Latex. No, no, you know what makes it good? Not having to be there the entire time internally freaking out about whether or not you're about to get pregnant or get some STI that you were not even aware was an issue. And here's the reality. Across the board, people cannot have fun if they don't feel safe. People cannot have fun if they don't feel safe. So if you have any vested interest in your partner's sexual enjoyment, you would never be putting anyone in a position where they didn't feel the maximum amount of safe. This is why you need to check in. Okay? It's absolutely not okay. You're making a lot of assumptions. And the reality is it's not a woman's job to be on some form of backup birth control. It's not her job. It's just not. And I say that because in the experiences that I've had, when dudes have sort of just haphazardly tried to go for it, they're also not asking in advance, hey, you're on birth control, right? Hey, you've got some sort of backup situation going on, right? Hey, when was the last time you've been tested? Not even those questions are being put through, which is just wow, so you really don't give a shit about your sexual health. Certainly don't give a shit about mine. That's a bit upsetting to me. And the most infuriating thing that I've ever heard when I called someone out on this behavior was, yeah, I was just so into it. I was just so into it. I got a little carried away in the moment. Here's why that's so fucked up to me, is because you are actually letting me know that you getting really into it and getting carried away means that you're not going to take care of our sexual safety so that I have to. Meaning that I can't get carried away. I can't get as into it as you are. That's fucked up. If there was any other way you could let me know that this is really just about your pleasure and not about our mutual pleasure, that would be it. All right? Wear a fucking condom. And if you don't want to wear an external condom, look into your options. There are internal condoms. Those are like more like a sheath, so they go internally. They're not squeezing as tightly around the shaft. Or just have a conversation about what other options might be if, in order for you to come, and a goal of yours is to come, you want to be able to come without a condom around you. There are ways that you could do that in a way that doesn't act as a complete violation of any sense of mutual responsibility, right? The next time someone tries to fucking do that to me, I have half a mind to just let them, and at the moment that they're coming inside of me, just like whisper, put a baby in me. And then just leave. Be like, call you later. Call you later with the sonogram bill and maybe an STI chart, because what the fuck are you doing? Seriously, put a condom on.